Hope you guys hear the music. That's all. That's always my hope. Vigilante Williamson here on the 42nd episode of my show, the Vigilante Williamson Show. It is. I gotta check the date. April 5th. Monday, April 5th. And I hope you're having a blessed Monday. Hopefully I got the episode number right. It's always a fear. I always sort of forget right beforehand. Because like on other people's shows, I'll do another episode because trying to keep every number of every show that I do is impossible. But on my own shows, whether it's the Vigilante Williamson Show, The Brave and the Bold, or Culture Crime Fires I do with Matt, or even MF for Cocktail Lounge, because I've been on every episode. I remember the number because they're kept up with. Otherwise, I cannot. But how's everyone doing? I know I saw a lot of you guys in Matt's chat, so hopefully you got both windows open. I didn't want to compete head to head, so I actually delayed it a few minutes. But I do want to get my show out of the way, not out of the way because I love doing it, but I hopefully will be on Yelling at Parked Cars tonight. And then you may not see that much of me on YouTube. I mean, I'll still be here Thursday and Saturdays the next few weeks, but for the next few weeks, I'm going to be a little bit scarcer because I got something personal to handle. Let's see who's in the chat before we get in with the episode. Hell, Robert. Just Robert. No nicknames, no nothing. Just simple, plain, standard, Robert Classic. I like it. I like classic Robert. Hell, Finra the Ice Wolf, who we have. Did we get him to 70 subs? Let's make sure he's at least 70. I don't know if we'll make it to 100. But we could get him to 70. I think he was at close to 69 or whatever it is. Let's try to get him more subs. I know a lot of you guys are subbed to Finra because you guys. Oh, he's at 72. Thank goodness. Let's see if we can get him 75 this evening, depending on how many people show up here. Let's get him 75. Oh, hell, Liger fan. Hell. I've seen you a lot of places and happy to be here. And, I have a question. Liger fan, what is that in reference to? Because I have a sneaky suspicion of what that may be, but I don't want to embarrass myself. Hell. None other than the benefactor of this channel himself, the pilot of all pilots, Ogre Squasher 101. I appreciate him. He's literally funding this channel. Pretty much all by himself, but not completely because other people have contributed, and I appreciate anyone. You can send me a super chat using Streamlabs or Streamlabs if you want to, or Cash App. Just please let me know if you do. I think there's a way, and I may switch to Stream Elements because apparently they'll show up in the chat, and I'm using Stream Element. That's the bot to plug a bunch of stuff. Well, that's what she said, or he. But real quick, let's talk to my man Finra's stuff in the chat. Please sub to Finra the Ice Wolf if you haven't. Let's see what's going on with D Live because I missed D Live. Shout out to Taco Junkie 2021 from a few shows ago, who was upset that I didn't respond to him on D Live. Unfortunately, my D Live does not populate inside of the StreamYard, so I apologize about that. Taco Junkie or anyone in the D Live, but I do check it periodically because I love you guys too, man. You guys are awesome, and you guys, even though a quick thing about D Live, I've been on the platform as long as I've been on YouTube. Pretty much everything I've done as far as a live stream has been simul stream to D Live, and I haven't really grown with that platform, so it is what it is. Font you on mids, I think you mean mines. Hell. It is the Jushin Thunder Liger. I know who Jushin Thunder Liger is, so I thought it was, but I didn't want to say it and be wrestling nerd. Awesome. I did think it was Jushin Thunder Liger, who was a great wrestler. He's a great Japanese wrestler, and that's what I thought it was. But I also know that was based on a cartoon, I believe. His character, just like Tiger Mask, who was another character who was a great wrestler too. And they had multiple ones, but there's only been one Jushin Liger. So yes, I do know who he is. And yes, he retired only a few years ago, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I do know who Jushin Thunder Liger is, and that's what I thought Liger fan was in reference to, but I wasn't 100% sure. So now I know, and I feel like I know a lot more. So you found me on Minds, Robert Classic. Fair motherfucking being lazy, yet to see any content. Well, he's also thanking me for support. Hey, Please listen. You have fans who want content, Finver. I really think you had a bunch of video ideas. Any video that you want me to call you for, you should do yourself. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that being serious. Actually, StreamYard, check out some tutorials. If you want me to show you, please let me know. So you can record with StreamYard. Even if you don't have OBS and everything else, you can still record because we got to get your channel going. We got you close to 100 subs. I want you to get 100 subs. I'm very happy that we've been able to pay forward like your channel and Brightest Day, who's doing really good. He's getting more views than I am. Even though he doesn't have as many subs, but he will very soon. So it's cool to grow your guys' channels, man. Because my channel's been based off of word of mouth growth. It's not. I've grown almost none with the platform itself. It's just been getting on other people's streams and stuff. So it's like to pay that forward is dope. It's dope. Hell, 24/7 Fusion Media saying hi to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you being here, bro. Just another red shirt. He's not just another red shirt. He's the red shirt. If I didn't say hi to Grenakuma, hi Grenakuma. I can't remember. I know I said hi to you when I was in a match stream, and I hope he's still going. And again, hope you guys are doing the double window thing. Hope you guys doing the double window. I got some comments about Napoleon Dynamite. If I remember correctly, Gonagal design Jushin Liger, but I don't think I ever saw the anime. No, I never saw the anime either. Dude, I know I'm working to get the stream going this week. Let's talk later. Right now, it's your stream. Okay. But yeah, I do want to get you going, man. And if you need help with anything, just let me know. You can contact me. Hell, Rajesh. Again, so a lot of you guys we saw in Matt's stream. I was in the chat, and I delayed a little bit so I don't compete with my guy head to head and get crushed. Don't want to do that. Speaking of crush, Godzilla vs Kong. Not only did it crush a lot of buildings and logic, it crushed it at the box office. So I'm going to talk about that. Going to talk about the Justice League queer thing. We had Finver in the chat. We were on Brave and the Bold on Saturday, and we talked a little bit about this. And what I came to the conclusion is Justice League queer is one of the top 2 or 3 ideas they have in this panel. It really goes to show, because what they're doing a round robin. I'm not sure if it's really a round robin. I don't think they know what they're talking about, because a round robin would go forever. But because that would mean every single comic would compete with itself. We just reference Japanese wrestling. That's like the G1 climax for anyone who knows that, where everyone in a block goes against each other, and then the one who has the most points out that block, they compete against each other. It's hard to explain if you don't know what I'm talking about. In any event, I don't think around like whatever tournament that DC's having for the next comic, which apparently they already have Justice League queer written. All these ideas suck, and it goes to show what I've been saying for a long, long time, that the reason all of these people scream all this wokeness is because they're not competent, and it's an excuse. They get to hide behind wokeness. Say hi to a few people in the chat. My name is a reference to the smile I make when my demon half destroys some woke it's verbally all over the place. I see. Hell, Slasher McSplinter. Happy belated Easter. I don't really celebrate Pagan Ishtar Day, but if you do, happy belated Easter, or to everyone else. But not a Ishtar God day. Kind of like the ambush bug idea. There's a few that's I can see. The Green Lantern I can understand. And actually, I want to release a clip of the Brave for the Bold of us trying to explain ambush bug to Mad Mardigan. That was pretty fun. And so yeah, I think it just shows how creatively bankrupt they are. We're also going to talk about. We talk a lot about cancel culture. We forget some of the early bodies of cancel culture. One of them looks like they're becoming. They may be coming back to life. I didn't realize this for the longest time. This is apparently a couple weeks old. But the Simpsons may be resurrecting the character. We'll get into that, and then we'll get into what I guess is the title, the main event story, which is old Roundhead himself, Rian Johnson, capturing the bag. It seems by Netflix. and why that may actually be a good thing, believe it or not. But that's neither here nor there. See, I'm a chaotic good, so I'm always trashing all over the place. That whole list thing makes no sense to me. The whole what type of evil good, that it's all gibberish. It's too millennial zoomer for me. I don't understand it. I'm not even gonna try. The guy who did the new Warriors art created that comic book. Kibble Smith obviously wrote it, but I guess the artist. You know what? Now that you say that, I can believe it. I can believe it. All righty, let's get into Godzilla v Kong, which I hope a lot of people saw. If you didn't, spoiler alerts for that movie. I have a review in the can that I may release. Oh man. Oh, Squash, I may throw up. It says 202 reasons why the lizard bee is monkey, which I don't know. I don't remember Godzilla jerking off in this movie. I may have missed that scene. But you see two. Oh, I gotta hold on. I gotta come to here so everyone doesn't see the link and then dox me. And I gotta check the thing. Oh my god, that's why Ogre Squash, you're basically paying my rent. So you're a mad lad, and I love you to pieces. And you're trying to send me an X-Wing. I have to send you something. Just name whatever you want. I can't say I'll send you my firstborn because that will never exist. But a $202.22 Illuminati ? Super chat. No, not super chat, just donation, because Ogre Squash, I guess this is the super chat. 202 reasons why the lizard will beat his monkey. Listen, if you're going to give me super chats like this, I will gladly watch Godzilla beat his monkey. Thank you so much, man. Words cannot express. Please let me send you free shirts. By the way, Fluff for the shirts, the logo shirt is out. Please check out my Teespring. It'll pop up amongst the spam, or it's in the description box if you want to get the shirt of the lovely logo by Mando Merc, because we both of us like money, and he does get a royalty on it. Why not? So yeah. They canceled my dad Apu after Simpsons, and I'll never forget that I'll never forgive them. Is your dad really named Apu? Because that would be ironic if it is. I know your dad is not actually Apu because he's animated and fictional and you're real. But we will talk about Apu. Olga Squasher again, please. You have the way to contact me. Name what you want for I think you've given me close to $1,000, bro. And I owe you so much because when I say you're funding this channel, I'm serious. I'm serious because I'm able to save money for the first time in my life because of what you're doing. And so I'm not sure if you realize how impactful it is, but just thank you, man. Seriously, thank you. Anything you need, let me know, man. Let me know. So real quick, Granny Comas. Explaining that weird personality thing. Chaotic is basically a person that can go any way. So chaotic good would be somebody like Deadpool. Chaotic evil would be someone like Loki, who's mostly evil, does some good things. I see. Chaotic is not so tweeners. Tweeners are chaotic. I see. That list. I mean, but I don't get how that works. The idea. I don't know. I think for characters is cool, but for humans, I hate a personality test. To me, the evil, neutral, good. I've seen the thing, the evil, neutral, good, and there's different types of evil, neutral, and good, and it's almost like a Brady Bunch thing. I've seen that thing. Guy did the art for New Warriors, create the Pride comic book. That should tell you something. Listen, there's nothing wrong with the guy being LGBTQ. I'm just make books that we like. That's all we care about. Because that's what my thought is. Okay, he's doing the Pride, he's doing the New War. If you make good stuff, no one cares. But speaking of good stuff, or stuff that at least I liked, I hope you like. Godzilla vs Kong renews confidence in the domestic box office. AMC, the much maligned stock that the stonkers at Wall Street Bets kind of reserved and saved, now gets another lifeline as Godzilla vs Kong is going to be the first movie in the pandemic to actually be profitable based upon box office returns. Already has been. This is a movie that could make $1 billion in it would definitely be $1 billion, maybe 1.5 billion in a couple years ago, and it's probably on pace to get very close despite everything. I want to see it. Still haven't seen it in theaters. Saw it on HBO Max. Posted the best opening weekend of any film released over the past year during the COVID pandemic. The box office success signals that consumers are eager to head to the cinemas for new blockbuster features and suggests that the upcoming slate could see similar success. Now, this is where I disagree. I think Godzilla vs. Kong was a very lightning in a bottle situation. Not only do we have the situation of the coof, we also have wokeness that we talk so much about. And this movie still had its wokeness. But as I've said, and I may, if you see the review, if I do end up releasing it, they were so unlikable, the characters, that the wokeness didn't add that much negativity to them. So as a result, it wasn't like a Last Jedi level of woke. It was just sprinkles that you can ignore, and these are unlikable characters. You just want to see people. You want to see a lizard and an ape smash things. That's why you went to see this movie. I haven't seen anything from Hollywood that shows they can deliver Godzilla versus Kong again. They've shown me nothing. Maybe Mortal Kombat will do it in a few weeks. But I don't think Black Widow is going to be as successful as Godzilla versus Kong. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. I just don't think it is. I don't think any movie is going to top Godzilla versus Kong, unless you're telling me everything's at full capacity, no vax port, because I'll die before I get that damn thing. I don't care what anyone says. Unless you tell me we have full capacity, I don't see how anything beats this. I just don't. Not Dune, nothing is coming out. Not this year. Not this year. I just don't see how it can happen. I don't see how it can happen because there was a hype about this movie that was very palpable. I think people really, really wanted to see it in the theater. This is a movie that even though I saw it at home, I still want to see in the theater. The mixtape sold the album, so to speak. It's a reference to rap music with the free mixtapes and you pay for the album. But a lot of times the free mixtapes are so good, people buy the album. And that's what happened in this case, even though it could have been leaked on the internet because it's digital, could have been saw at home for legally. On HBO Max, people still want to go see this movie in the theater. And I'm glad it's restoring faith in the future of the box office. I just don't see what Hollywood has to top it, but I'll read the article nonetheless. The Warner Brothers film, which posted the best opening weekend of any film released during the COVID pandemic, destroys lingering concerns. I don't know about destroys, but this is a quote. Quote, destroys lingering concerns about the theatrical window importance and demonstrates a solid path to resurgence, wrote B. Riley Securities analyst Eric Wold in a report on Monday. I think this movie kind of does change Hollywood. It means just makes we're going to probably get a little 90-ish, meaning we're going to get a lot of attempts for the Joker. If you don't know, Disney has Cruella, which is going to be their attempt at Joker, making a low-budget character piece for a property that they have, and they're reimagining it. I don't know if that's going to work. But you're going to see a lot of movies that are $20 to $50 million in budget come out. And then when you do see the big budget movie, they're going to be simple, safe, and action filled. You may see another Day After Tomorrow or another 2012 or another Bayformers type movie because everything's going to be simple, action based. We're going to get we're going to get a little mix of the 90s with a lot of smaller indie type movies, and then a little mix of the 2000s with a lot of dumb CG filled action flicks. I think that's the signal they're going to get. And they kind of got away with wokeness with this one. I talked about the tight ponytail ladies. Millie Bobby Brown was the teenage tight ponytail feminist, and then you had the grown naval commanding zoologist feminist who, despite being on a naval ship with a bunch of naval military, was the one to order that the death charges be fired on Godzilla, which makes no sense, but whammon. But none of that movie makes sense. I mean, none of it. It's all stupid and it's all terrible unless monsters are destroying stuff, which is one of the reasons I don't think the director should be like, yeah, let's give him Thundercat, because he's shown me no ability to do anything with plot at all. So to go a little bit further in the article, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Godzilla vs. Kong signals that the consumers are eager to head to the cinemas for new blockbusters features or new blockbuster features and suggests the oh yeah, that's what I said. So AMC had been upgraded to buy, and its price target from 13 to 7. Shares of the company rose 6% and Monday and have jumped 400%, almost 370% since January. Oh my God. You're not going to mention the fucking stonks. Jeez. That's just fucking mainstream media. CNBC, come on. You don't mention Wall Street Bets as a reason that AMC stock is up since January. That's like, come the fuck on. Whatever. Okay, they have a market value of $4.2 billion. I think AMC may, which is owned by China, may have a chance, man. The Wall Street Bets thing, when it happened, I thought that gave them new life. I don't know how many Godzilla vs. Kongs are coming out this year, but this one is a hit. This one is a hit. Only 60% of the North American theater base was open over the weekend, and the capacity was between 25 and 50%. So to do the numbers it's doing are insane. And the prior film opened up with only 47 million in May of 2019 without any capacity restrictions. This is a runaway hit, man. This is a runaway hit. What's this NFT? I don't understand this NFT shit. Is NFT like a crypto? I just got into crypto. And I don't understand NFT. I mean, if it's like a crypto way of, if there's a crypto way of adding the art, I wonder if I can release an NFT. If so, what it take? I will release NFT music if it is. So I guess I lied. I did get through most of the article, or at least I skimmed around it. Godzilla vs. Kong. What did you think of the movie? There was some debates of what people thought. I thought it was fine. Well, no, here's what I thought. I really, really liked the action scenes. I really, really liked the CG. I really hate the characters. Hate the humans. They all sucked. The story sucked. It made no sense and was stupid. But because things got smashed, it was like, yay. So it was cool to be a dumb action movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I could understand someone giving it a 4 out of 10. I could understand someone giving it a 10 out of 10. Because I get both sides, because there was a lot to be desired, lots of flaws, but it was such a dumb action movie when we haven't had one in a good. When's the last time you had as much fun? To those who enjoyed Godzilla vs. Kong, please let me know the last time you had that much fun with a movie, because it's been quite a while. Quite a while. Oh boy, yeah. I did not like my secret identity. It wasn't me, it was based on me. I didn't like someone based on my secret identity. They didn't interview me. They didn't interview anyone I know. They didn't get a full vibe. I thought that, the portrayal of Black conspiracy theorists, which, by the way, conspiracy theorists does not mean that your theory is incorrect or invalidated. All it means is that people conspired and you have a theory that is true. In a lot of cases, as we see with real life, they could be true. But I thought their portrayal of Black conspiracy theorists was Islamophobic and problematic, and I did not appreciate it. So now that was not me; it was just based on me, and it's a little bit of rubbish. It's like when you have like when they do when Doctor Who had the Trump guy, he's not really Trump, but it's supposed to be Trump. It's that sort of thing, and I didn't like it, and I was offended. And they'll be hearing from my half Asian lawyer. I don't have a half Asian lawyer. I'm like completely lying. Let's see who hopped in while I was rambling. Let's see who hopped in. I want to go to the top. See just another red shirt. Who's not just another red shirt? The red shirt. See Olga Squawksher making insane financial decisions that keep me afloat. Okay, this is Granny Kuma talking about that list that makes no sense. That everyone used personality list. So Jens Peter. Hell, Jens Peter. Stewie kidnapped family, and Stewie and family got kidnapped Harpo just so he could so he could tuck Har. Oh, okay. The Suicide Squad? No, the Suicide Squad looks trash. Maybe I'm wrong, man. That looks like a turd. I don't like James Gunn. I'm not a James Gunn guy. I don't like Guardians. So I could be wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe the Suicide Squad might. I just don't think it. I don't think it. It will. Give me full funding for a year. I can make mid-level art. It would sell a lot. I'll outshine them and write better stories. You and Fenver need to link up. Fenver has a writing partner. You guys are probably going to be the future of media. So you guys need to link up. and give me a finder's fee once you guys hit it big. Mortal Kombat should be good. I agree. Even though it could have his wokeness too. We already know what happened with Johnny Cage, and I don't think it will be bigger than Godzilla vs Kong. But I think it will be popular. And hell, Geek Apology. Oh man, I never noticed that Yoda had to wear the mask. That sucks. Well, he is an older guy. So I understand. But hell, Geek Apology of the upcoming Midnight's Edge in Espanol. I'm proud of him. And yeah, Fenrir does know Spanish because he knows a few languages. They're going to have to go back to action films with no CGI. I agree, especially for budgetary purposes. I think we're going to get a lot of $40 to $50 million stripped down movies, rather than action movies, rather than comedies. Remember comedies? Do you remember comedies? Rather, whatever they are, character pieces. They're going to be a lot more stripped down movies. But I think we're going to get the Hollywood will get the message. Oh no, CGI dumb films, what they want. And they're kind of right. I think we want dumb escapism right now. And don't forget, you also, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Let's see. Ogre Squash, you're leaving. Well, you got to fly. Gray Street. I hope you at least watch the playbacks, man. And please hit me up. Let me know whatever I could do for you, man. If you know what, if you're ever in the Carolinas, I'll have a drink with you, man. Let me know. I owe you something. I wear a mask though. I wear a mask in the bar. Probably like goofy ass glasses or something. But let me know, man. I owe you something, bro. Unless you're in the Illuminati, because I decline. And don't kidnap me and kill me because I decline. Right. Listen, it was the same thing. I did not like I felt character assassinated. And I'm surprised no one's sticking up for me. They just made fun of me in this movie, bathing in bleach and all this other shit. They made fun of me for 2 hours and nobody said anything. Fucked up. Apparently there won't be another Godzilla vs Kong. Toho owns the rights and they're gonna make Godzilla a version of a different universe from Kong. I think I did hear something like that because Toho owns the rights. I just think they would be stupid to do that. I think they would be foolish to do that. So we'll see what the success does. But I did hear there was another some with the people who own the rights doing another Godzilla on their own. I think money talks, and there's a lot of money to tell them, wait a second. I think Godzilla vs. Kong 2 will happen. There's no way it doesn't. No way it doesn't. And I want it. And, I thought we could debate all day who won. I actually, despite being a Godzilla guy, thought Kong won more falls, so to speak. But the future has to go through Godzilla because he's the only one with the rogues gallery. So no matter what, when you talk about all the other monsters, it has to go through Godzilla. Nice to get Ultraman and other guy. I know there's rights issues with that. I know there's rights issues. Is it Mothra? There's rights issues. A lot of that has to be squared away, but I think there's enough money to go around where a lot of that can be squared away. So we'll see. I think we're going to get more in the MonsterVerse. Suicide Squad looks like a grande mirada for my Spanish friends. I hope you guys like it, man. I'm not looking forward to Suicide Squad. I did not like the first. I did not see the first one. I ain't gonna lie. Had no interest in seeing the first one. I am not a Guardians of the Galaxy or James Gunn guy, so I'm not really looking forward to this. Yeah, no Ogre. I feel it sucks. It sucks, man. I really wish you could check out the whole stream. Check out my Discord, bro. I can only do one thing at a time. No, they don't. I disagree with you, probably. Unless you're in, then of course your life matters. Let me see what you have on Discord. I will stop the stream and make it annoying and piss off people. I'll just mess with you, man. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Never know. Let's see what you got on the Discord. Let's see what we're talking about. Fenrir the Ice Wolf. The Nice Wolf. The Ice Wolf. Ah, you have your own center. You have your own server. And you want it on stream. Okay, man. So are you sure? Because I have a Discord, but I don't really want to smoke a Discord. So I don't really invite people to my public Discord. So Fenrir, are you 100% sure you want to smoke of a public Discord when you don't even, hey, you probably have 100 subs in your channel pretty soon when you start doing content, but it's like, man, are you sure? I'll see. If a new Toho Godzilla movie harkens back to the great Godzilla movies like Godzilla vs. Megalon, it's epic tag team with Jet Jaguar. A lot of people want Jet Jaguar and I'm all for it. I can see a Godzilla solo movie, but not one that is just ignoring what happened. Or you can ignore what happened in the same way you might do a Captain America movie and not talk all about what happened in the Avengers. But I mean, what would it hurt to reference that did happen? What would it hurt for Kong to be a little messed up in the next movie? You know what I mean? Reference Godzilla versus Kong. It can still exist in the same universe, be a complete Godzilla movie, and do everything it wants to do. Because I have no reason why it shouldn't. There's no reason why I shouldn't. But we'll see. We'll see. And I would like to see, like I said, I would like to see a lot of people like that either are in Godzilla's rogues or in his characters that he, that are all part of the Godzilla property, or characters that he has collaborated with in the past. I don't know the rights for everything, but Jet Jaguar, I heard a lot of people want in the future. Hey, at least you had a good backstory, full arc as more than Godzilla got. Exactly, very much so. It was a lot more than what Godzilla got. But still don't like the way I was portrayed. I still don't like the way I was portrayed. I don't like Vigilante bad. It was basically just Vigilante Williamson bad. Not good. Yeah, you and Grin and Kuma do stuff. You guys can speak Spanish. You guys should do stuff. I need Grin and Kuma to join. There we go. So Grin, do you have? That's the whole point. The whole point is for you to join Discord. So I'm sending this Discord. Grin and Kuma, if you have a Discord, please join Fenrir's Discord so you guys can collab and do stuff. Be great. You guys are speaking Spanish. I'm not going to go on Paulie's word of the day, so I'm not going to mess with it. Instead, I'm probably going to get canceled for talking about Justice League. And I don't even know if I can say the word. I'll just say, I can't even say the letter. I just thought about it because if I say the letter, I think canon. And I'm not talking about canon. I'm thinking about the letter anon. So, Justice League LGBTQ, Justice League alphabet, like what? Because isn't this word is supposedly like the gay N word, right? Like I don't know if I can say it. I don't know, but Justice League Fabulous among several potential new DC series whose publication to be decided on fan vote. And again, I'm not trying to be facetious. I really think there's an issue if you say that word on this platform. I know I say a lot of stuff, but I don't want that type of smoke. DC has opened up a March Madness style voting bracket to allow readers to choose from one story from several pitches for publications, which range to a Vocaloid story involving Paris Batman known as Night Runner to a series focused on a gay iteration of the Justice League. We already lost Optiman to Super Doomsday. I won't lose you too. I'm just reading this panel. That's multiversity. So this is like LGBT. Okay, so it was like whatever the hell's going on. And if you notice, he's holding a rocket because he's gay and that's like a penis. That's why he has to hold that. So he's gay. Announced March 31st. This is an appropriately named round robin voting tournament, which I don't think is actually a round robin tournament. I don't think they know what it is. See 16 different stories, one of which will be made into a complete series and see publication in late 2021. Well, if I remember correctly, Justice League Fabulous has already won, even though it lost. But I wanted to get into the fact that these stories actually all sucked. We showed this panel, and this article kind of gives a breakdown. But most of these stories are very much, let's throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. Pause off Justice League. Okay. I mean, somebody mentioned the Brave and the Bug, Crisis on Infinite Ambush Bug. If you're a fan of that character, yeah. It's probably the most, one of the more legitimate ones. Or Lobo. Lobo's book may be good or may be ruined because it's modern day. Who knows? But all of these ideas look bad. For the most part, bad or low effort or not good. So when you see Justice League Fabulous, it's easy to think they're just woke virtue signaling, which they are, because this book is supposed to come out in June, I believe, for Pride Month, which wasn't even a holiday 15 years ago, but whatever. They are very much virtue signaling, but they also suck. Like the reason They have all of these ideas. It's because they're not good at their jobs at a fundamental level. And so, yeah, you'll throw something at stick at the wall. That's just, what if all the Justice League members were gay? Why not? If you're going to do Blue Beetle graduation day or Night Runner Love in Paris, maybe the Swamp Thing, because the Swamp Thing is interesting. But I don't see. And actually, let's get through, because this has a breakdown. I mean, Green Lantern's underworld on fire. They're out for the space outlaws, raising intergalactic underworld sector by sector under the command of disruptive new kingpin in search for ancient payday, worth being the target of every power player in the galaxy, including Sinestro, Green Lantern's Kyle Rayner, and Kilowog, pulling the case. But will Kyle be able to do this one by the book when he finds out who's behind it all? So this it seems pretty interesting. One of the better ones. But we get right to the crap already. Etta Candy Holiday Hero. If nothing else on this list was a part of it, were you gonna go buy Etta Candy Holiday Hero? Was anyone in this chat going to get Etta Candy's book? I don't think so. I don't think anybody wanted Justice League Cray Cray. Maybe I can call it that. Let me listen to N Words in Paris. That's funny. Don't know how to use my email that well. So join the Discord, and after that, I'll erase the link. If you guys join. Justice League Pride, maybe that'll work. Justice League Pride. But back to Etta Candy Holiday Hero. This is not a book you will want. Like, this is a terrible idea. Break from Holiday College, an accident grants Etta Candy her own superpowers, taking up the new superhero mantle of Candy Stripe. Holy smokes. She joined forces with Wonder Woman, Amanda Waller, and Beta Lambda sorority sisters, and her Beta Lambda sorority sisters, because of course she's in a sorority, so she's getting porked out by the frat bros, to create a Holiday Hero Inc., a all girls agency sworn to protect and assist anyone in need. Woo woo. That's the thing. It says woo woo. Not sure if Bounding added that or that. So this is semi woke, pretty trash. Then you have Ambush Bug, maybe the most interesting thing, if not the Green Lantern stuff. Ambush Bug must team up with DC's greatest hero, survive an attack on revenge-seeking ambush bugs across the multiverse who never got to exist, thanks to AB's refusal to be rebooted. So if you don't know about the character Ambush Bug, what again, Mad Mardigan didn't, he's a character that has not been rebooted ever. So he's seen the entire DC verse, the 80 years of DC continuity, all of it, all the multiverses, everything. So this is a really like DC nerd inside thing, which may be fun, may be interesting. Zatanna, the King in a Nightmare. Something went terribly wrong with Zatanna's powers before she can heal herself. She's forced to confront her worst fears in a strange new spiritual realm, ruled by the terrifying foe, King in the Nightmares. That doesn't sound terrible. It just sounds like nothing. There's a Lobo story. I know Lobo's a favorite of Fenrir. Try to say that 3 times fast. Lobo, the name makes a whole alien race collectively wet themselves with fear. The main man's proudly hyper-violent, arrogant, loud, stubborn, impatient, ill-tempered. Best thing about him is after he completes his contract, he leaves until now. I mean, that could be interesting. Lobo could be interesting. Now here we go, more crap. Son the Creeper, an awkward teenager life is turned upside down when he inherits his dad's chaotic powers. With his family in danger, Kyrian Miller must save a father he doesn't know from the monster he's become. Basically, you know how we did I Am Not Starfire? Here's the opposite. And speaking of I Am Not Starfire, apparently that had been pitched as a totally separate book by Mariko Tamaki, and then it became a Starfire book because they just tossed her in it. But that's why that book exists. And that's why she looks like the Penguin, because she looks like Mariko Tamaki. It was basically made before they added Starfire as a mom. Justice League Fabulous or Justice League Pride. 8 young gay heroes investigate a series monsters' manifestations around the world and discover something much more terrifying is coming. Odd choice of words. Very poor choice of words. Something much more terrifying is, well, that. Um, it's trash, obviously, but it's as trash as paws off the Justice League. When the Justice League disappears, Jimmy Olsen and the Super Pets must save the world from certain doom by posing as the missing League. You have Detective Chimp, Bat Hound. Was it Ace the Bat Hound? Clay Critter, which I didn't know existed. Crypto, which I'm into, cryptocurrency. Bat Cow, which barely exists, and Streaky, which I've never heard of. So cool. Jesse Quick Control. I mean, you get the idea. These are some of these are okay. Some of these are just as bad as just. I could go on. There's 16 of these damn things. Suicide Squad 7. Harley Quinn leads a team of criminals. Don't you want to see Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad again? It's going to be wacky, guys. Like, it's the same shit. Let's see the Superman shit. Superman Lois Ignition. This is the remix edition to a song about pissing. Our solar system is a machine, and its purpose is to trap and kill Superman. The sun is darkening, Mars' orbit is changing, and a mysterious citadel in Jupiter's red eye has awoken. It's time for Kal-El to stand up against the end of his world, but he won't be doing it alone. Lois Lane is suited up. Again, blasting off to get the biggest story in human history and watches Clark back. Don't you want to see Lois Lane save Superman as he faces his greatest challenge yet? Facing ancient aliens, flying-sized machines, trickster asteroids, the Giga Krakens of Neptune. Superman and Lois will fight all across all 9 planets. Whoa! There's only 8 planets now, buddy. It's not the 90s anymore. Only 8 planets. One of them got kicked out because of Me Too. To prevent the Earth's dark destiny and save our future. My point is this, after reading all of this, and I couldn't read all of it because it's just a lot of garbage. Yes, Justice League Pride is trash. It's woke trash. It's not even the only woke book they have. There's all sorts of virtue signaling. This is the best DC could do. This is why people thought they might be getting sold. This is why people want to or have given up on comics. This is the top, the best, the greatest they can do. This is the greatest they can do. Oh yeah, don't forget Supergirl banged the horse. Why is the horse not in the team? Because he's a toxic male. That's why. Clay Critter looks like Prouty from the Legion books. I do not know who that is. Na Bat Cow. Shout out to Robert Classic. Justice League Fleas. Oh, Justice League Swallow. Justice League Drag. Let's see what else. Let's see what else you guys. Kong should fight a massive werewolf. It's like the gay Rampage in the film with The Rock. Yeah. Could. I don't eat Taco Bell. I like Mexican cuisine. Yeah, Taco Bell is not Mexican cuisine. Justice League Pride. Not right now. It's a zombie corpse. Oh, you're talking about DC diet. Etta Candy sounds more fleshed out than the JL description. Maybe, but not more appealing. It sounds the same amount of appealing. Someone took their corpse and dressed it in drag. Yeah. Why all the female superheroes are for women. So nerds is why China thinks the West is soft. No, China is the reason the West is soft. They're involved in all of our media. They're involved in this platform. I'm on, and they obviously own TikTok. Not only that, they've been in our education system for about 2 decades now. So yeah, they don't think we're soft. They're creating the conditions to make us softer. Allegedly. Justice League, maybe San Francisco. I don't know about LA. Maybe both. Only problem with the ambush bug idea is I cannot see anyone doing the art besides Keith Giffen, and I don't think that would be that great. I'm not a big ambush bug guy, but if I'm not sure. Okay. Let me see. Okay, he's in the Discord. Erase the link. And then you said, well, wait, don't. Because now he's trying to invite people to his Discord. That which is, you're more daring than me. Hail 24/7 Fusion Media. Appreciate you being here. Don't think it's bad ideas. Then everyone ran away from comics. It's the awful writing, artwork, too many creators being jerked to fans. Oh, you say you don't think it's bad ideas that ran everyone from comics. The awful writing, artwork, and too many. Well, the bad ideas is the awful writing. You know what I mean? To me, it goes hand in hand. But I get what you're saying because it's not like there's been terrible ideas that people still accepted with comics, but we had good art. I think if let's say comics were just as woke as they were, but the artwork was to the same quality we got 90s, 80s, early 2000s, I'll say, but the same high quality art. If we got the same high quality art and creators weren't jerks to fans, I don't think the wokeness would be an issue in comics. I think, the sales would be still getting trounced by manga. Don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be the disaster that it is. Justice League Bark talking about the pause off Justice League. And Fimmer is offering 24/7 the chance to join his Discord. And apparently will not let Robert in the Discord. Hail Islington girl. Hail, hail, hail. So Fimmer, you know what, real quick, do you want me to toss the link again? Because it's way up there. Hail Fireball. I was just in your chat, and now you're in here. It looks like maybe you rated with a few people, and I appreciate it. I tried to start a little bit later so not go head to head with you directly, but I had already had a schedule. I'm like, oh yeah, you do go on Mondays, but I wanted to get a show out today. You know what? You're right. Shoot it down, dude. Okay. I think you may shut it down. So let me go to the part in the chat and go ahead and delete it. Where the hell? Geez, you guys are chatty. Either that or I missed it. I must have missed it. I look for that logo that I have. Sorry, everybody. Here it is. And there it goes. It only gives me the option to block myself and put myself in timeout. So I have to go into the freaking thing. The YouTube directly. Give me a chance to see if anyone is as crazy as Ogre Squasher. No one is as crazy as Ogre Squasher, which sucks that I had to leave so early. Thank you again, Ogie, for funding my life and changing my life, literally, like single-handedly. So let's get into this so I can actually delete this comment so Fimmer does not have trolls in his newly formed Discord. Because, I don't really keep the Discord open for the same reasons. Oh, boy. Hopefully a mod has already gotten to it because that would be awesome. But nope, I got it finally. Remove. Okay. All right, we did it. So, despite our best efforts, we did it. Okay. Let's see what you guys are talking about, and then we'll get on to the next story. There's not really much to say. Hell, Ogre Squasher, yeah. I think he's gone. Unfortunately. He's alive. You know what I mean? He flew. Oh, wow. Greta Kuma is happy to see Matt. Sheesh. Okay, let's see. No worries, my man. Yo, Greta Kuma. Long time now. Don't see most of y'all. Hell, Godzillionaire. Hell. You're right, Vigilante. Chinese people are making the studios do soy stuff for Western film. Series watchers, yeah. I talked about how they're here in the US and in a lot of our institutions, not just our film companies, but our schools. A lot of our colleges, they're there too. They're in the UK. They're destroying the West, and this is intentional. Allegedly, because the CCP has more rights than I do as a citizen in this country. That's just how it works. But that is neither here nor there. We're talking about America. We talk a lot about wokeness and cancel culture. But did you know that the majority of Americans hate cancel culture as much as you do? At least that's what Breitbart says. They're biased, so who knows? But the poll is from Harvard, and Harvard is as woke as they come. But a majority of Americans see cancel culture as a threat to their freedom. A Harvard Caps Harris poll released to The Hill on Monday found The Hill is, I would say, center left at times. Like when I first found them last year, they were very much centrist. Called out shit on both sides. And after George Floyd, they went woke, and I haven't really looked back. And I think they're starting to try to center up a little bit. That's neither here nor there. My point is that this poll is not coming from, even though this is a Breitbart article, it's not coming from the usual, like, conservatives. This is coming from the wokies, so to speak, Harvard and the Hill. It says 64% of respondents said that there's a growing cancel culture that is a threat to their freedom, while 36% said they do not view it as a threat to their freedom because they're probably the ones who are perpetrating it. And they will view it as a threat to their freedom when they eat their own. It's neither here nor there. Posted 36% of Americans believe cancel culture poses a big problem. 32% described it as a moderate problem, but at least as a problem. They both admit it's a problem. Then the 20% said it was a small problem. 13% said it's not a problem. I see. So altogether, that's 68 plus really 80. That's a lot of people who think it is a problem on some level. Very few think it's not. So yeah, only way citizens can fight back against cancel culture is by canceling them. That sucks. Mike Cernovich, author, journalist, and producer of Hoaxed, said through a recent edition of Breitbart, plugging their own shit. In January, British actor Rowan Atkinson, the brilliant Mr. Bean, criticized cancel culture, described it as a digital equivalent of the medieval mob roaming the streets looking for someone to burn. That was a much more apt analogy, apparently, than the one Gina Carano used, because I guess it was older. It's an older reference to something that's very destructive and violent and caused a lot of people's death. So it's more usable than one that happened in the past 100 years. I don't know. Or maybe it's because Disney's an evil company and they want to fire anyway. That's neither here nor there. The problem we have online is that an algorithm decides what we want to see, which ends up creating a simplistic binary view of society. That is a problem. And I even talked about it on a recent episode of The Brave and the Bold. No, it was a recent episode of the show. It was Thursday's episode where I had the Clay Travis thing, and he talked about why he still reads the newspapers because of the algorithm. So he doesn't want an algorithm deciding what he reads, so he'd rather get the physical newspaper. And in another poll, 54% said they were concerned. 46% said they were not concerned. And this was a poll that had about 2,000 registered voters, 1,945, and it was conducted between March 24th and March 25th, if you need to know specifics on the poll. This isn't stuff that we didn't know. This isn't a democracy anymore, so it doesn't matter what people want. It's an oligarchy. So it could be 100% who think cancel culture is a problem. It doesn't really matter. But it is interesting to know that if you're wondering, am I crazy? No, you're not. So reality is non-binary. No, reality is there's one reality. The truth is the truth. Malice May heard it. Whatever the hell else Winston Churchill said, but in the end, there it is. It's incontrovertible. Malice May deride it. Something else May heard it, but in it, I can't think of the quote. And I usually have it put, or I would have it put up, but I'm not that slick. Hopefully, somebody in the chat knows the full Winston Churchill quote I'm butchering. Thank you, bro. It was an honor to be there. Looking forward to getting a chance to kick it with you on the stream. Yeah, because he was actually on your show, Matt. I let him in. They won't make me watch soy stuff as they're still masculine action films. Mortal Kombat is one of them. I hope so, because we know there was some soyness with Johnny Cage, or some wokeness with Johnny Cage being kicked out because he's a straight white male, even though the guy walked it back. You know, speaking of wokeness, speaking of cancel culture, I hope Rajesh is still here. He talked about, we were talking about wokeness. He said his dad, Apu, was murdered in the name of wokeness. Not his actual dad. Talking about Simpsons' dad, but Apu is rising from the ashes like a phoenix. The Simpsons creator Matt Groening says woke whiplash won't stop shows ambitious plans from more Apu stories. This is a few weeks old. I didn't see anybody running with this. It's in March 22nd. But Apu is apparently back. Guess who's back? Back again. Apu is back. Tell a friend. Thank you. Come again. The Simpsons creator, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That was terrible. The Simpsons creator, Matt Groening, says he really doesn't care about the chasm of criticism. Oh, now you don't care. If you didn't care, this shit wouldn't have happened in the first place. It's neither here nor there. Doesn't care about the chasm of criticism. His praise for the classic character Apu might bring. Groening says, despite the woke whiplash, producers still have ambitious plans for more story featuring Apu, who was written out of the long-running series due to outcry and criticism that the Indian cartoon character reflected an insulting stereotype. Hank Azaria, the white actor who once voiced Apu, stepped down after the Wokies told him he was an Indian enough to voice the character. I mean, received backlash for voicing the Indian character, but Groening says we have plans for Apu. We're working on something kind of ambitious. That's all I can say, Groening said in a recent interview with USA Today. He was asked to elaborate on his comments in 2018 and made complaints over Apu reflecting a racial stereotype, in which he said, I think it's a time in our culture where people love to pretend they're offended. I agree with that. I have to work this carefully, Groening said. I think audiences are smarter than the posse gives them credit for, and people can handle nuance except for the ones who can't handle nuance. And there's that phrase, if something them if they can't take a joke. He meant to say fuck them if they can't take a joke. But he's trying to be nice. When asked about whether he would change the nature of Apu's character in the story, he was actually a cool character that did a lot of shit. He was an interesting character. Would you change Apu's character or the stories in the wake of receiving criticism that the character promotes a negative stereotype for owning a business, of being a successful business owner for like 30 years in the community, raising a family? Apu's a cool. What stereotype did Apu? His voice. Like what is so stereotypical negative about Apu? What is so bad about Apu? Most Americans are not as successful as Apu was in that series. He owned a business for gas stations. Make a lot. I'm assuming this Quickie Mart was just if it was just Mart didn't have a gas station to it, probably wasn't that successful. But I can't remember. I haven't watched The Simpsons since the 90s like anyone else. But what was so racist about Apu being a successful businessman with a big family that he was able to support? He's doing it better than a lot of people on Earth. So yeah, I'm proud of Apu, Groening said. I'm not trying to open up another chasm of criticism, but it doesn't matter what I say, I'll get it anyway. What we say? Well, since creator Widow say while the show announced it would no longer have any white actors voice non-white characters, he is fine with it despite it not being his idea. Look at him being completely open about how he feels. Was not my idea, but I'm fine with it. Who could be against diversity? So it's great. You almost hear the sarcasm when he says that. However, I will just say the actors were not hired to play specific characters. They would hire to do whatever characters we thought of. To me, the amazing thing is seeing all brilliant actors who could do multiple voices do multiple voices. That's part of the fun of animations. However, to be more inclusive, hire more people. I'm completely in favor of that. Like, I guess he said, I'm almost hearing like, yeah, if you guys are going to pay for me to hire more people, sure, whatever. But, part of the fun was having a few more actors. So this is not only is it a surprise, one that this story has not gotten picked up by any, at least in our space. I didn't see it from a few weeks ago, but the Apu is coming back. Matt Groening, pretty based in this interview, pretty based, pretty apathetic to the bullshit. I'm a bit shocked and a bit surprising. It's a bit surprised. Let's see, Rowan Atkinson did a 10-minute speech at a British university on the dangers of stopping free speech. Okay, cool. Shout out to Mr. Bean. If you haven't seen Mr. Bean, he's Mr. Bean's one of the funniest characters of all time. Oh my God. Watch the classic Mr. Bean shit. It's great. LOL. I loved it. So you loved the little freestyle that was shitty. 24/7 shit, Vigilante Williamson. I know I sound like a douche. Could you put the link back? Oh boy. Thank you. Come again. Killing me, Petey. You're killing me. Fibber. It's only 18 people who I'm probably going to lose. Please don't leave. No, I left. They left, Fibber. I'm trying to go to the thing. I'm looking at the thing. I see people leave. So I'll just sacrifice my ratings for your Discord. That's okay. And actually, I'll just destroy the whole show. No, I love Fibber, and actually, I actually want him to connect with as many people as possible, so he can grow, so he can have more subs to me, and then I can leech off of him one day. Not that you're not leeching though, honestly, because you bring a lot to the table. You bring a lot to the table. All jokes aside, Finn. So that's Fibber's Discord. Join now while you still can. hot off the presses. And you know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna look for the Churchill quote. I can say it right. Okay, here's the Winston Churchill quote. The truth is not. The truth is incontrovertible. United wishes and goodwill cannot overcome brute facts. Oh, no. Oh, this one says, truth is incontrovertible. The truth is incontrovertible. Panic may resent it. Ignorance may deride it. Malice may distort it. But in the end, there it is. That's the Winston Churchill quote I butchered earlier. That's what I was trying to say, Jens. Retro reality may being a period might explain a few things. Matt Groening is one of my creating heroes, but I lost hope on him some time ago. If done right, may bring it back. But if he fails, well, listen, he sounded really based in this interview. Really, really based. Really like he could care less about the wokeness. Hell, Gomer Kyle. How's my man Gomer Kyle doing? I hope you're doing good. Apu was the most functional. He even fixed his marriage. Yeah, he was one of the most functional characters in the show completely. So yeah. What happened to Gomer Kyle? Trying to resub. Let me look at it. See what's going Kyle. Oh man, they snubbed me for your channel 2 times today. Yeah, try to resub, try to watch a video. I know I've had people sub to me 2 and 3 times, man. It's bullshit. It's hard enough to get your channel to grow when you're one of a channel like me at 24 and you're trying to grow, you're working hard to grow, and then they keep fucking with you. It's bullshit, and it takes food out of their own mouths because 24/7 should be fucking monetized. He can make YouTube a lot of money if they monetize. That's why you got to sub to our man 24. Matter of fact, why I'm talking shit, losing ratings. People want to see me talk about a pool, and they're leaving in droves. But I gotta promote the fam. Gotta promote the fam. So let's get 24's link here. If the red shirt or one of the other great mods didn't already toss it in. Hopefully Rajesh was here was late over in England, but I wanted him to see a poo, the return of a poo. I know he's a mod. Alrighty. Hopefully that's 24/7's link. So you can sub to him. Alrighty. If Hank Azaria wants to cancel Hapu, he needs to cancel the character he also played in Birdcage. Yeah. I just think the Wokies haven't gotten to that. The guy had about 8 freaking kids and still was more economically stable than the Simpsons. That should tell you something exactly. How was the Simpsons not economically stable? Homer worked at a fucking nuclear power plant. Mr. Bean is indeed hilarious. This is Fimmer's Discord. Please check out Fimmer's Discord. Sorry, dude. It's my fault. You know, I'm teaching. They came back, Fimmer. They came back. So it's okay. Stereotype was that he had an Eastern Indian accent and worked at a 7-Eleven with 8 kids. But he didn't work at a 7-Eleven. He owned a 7-Eleven. That's a huge fucking difference. It's a huge difference between working at that motherfucker and owning one. Hell, nerds just came to say, what's up? Got to catch some sleep. I know it's Croatian time, so you should sleep. Hell, brightest day. So good night, sent your dildo for Croatia. Hell, brightest day. I've been checking out your channel. Your channel is doing better than mine as far as views. I saw one of your shorts got hundreds and hundreds of views. So brightest day's channel is growing. He's going to get to 100 subs pretty soon. So hop on the train while it's still rising. So you can say you were there before you hit 100. I think he's in the 50s. Please, let's toss his link in the chat. I know if you came back, wait while I do some plugging. Not that type of plugging. I just want to make sure, I have to plug my friends, whether they want to be plugged or not. So yeah, and you know what? I was about to say, I think they unsubbed me from you, brightest day, but nope. I'm still subbed. You still are at 56 subs as of me grabbing this link. Sheesh. So I'm oh boy. You have the number thing, your name. So this is probably, I got to take the mask off to read. I'm sorry, everybody. Now I got 20 people here, and I got to type in brightest day's name. This sucks, and I'm sure Ahmad has already done this. It's not there. But there's Brightest Day, his link. His channel, which is growing, if you like Gunpla or if you like Battlestar Galactica, or if you like shorts, he has little shorts with comic panels that are really successful and really doing gangbusters and are going to be more successful than anything I've ever done in like a day, because I've yet to get 1,000 views. I've yet to get, I think I only have one view over 500, one video over 500, and this video that Brightest Day has is a short video, but it's already close to 500. So here I am back on camera. See where else you go. Reality is a thing that doesn't go away when you stop believing in it. Yeah. So yeah, join the Discord while it's hot and fresh off the presses. I check every day, and I'm usually snubbed to at least 3 channels. Yeah. I think he says unsub, not snubbed. I got what you meant. Check out 24/7 if you haven't. Resub if you are sub. Yeah. Oh, Jens did not know the Churchill quote. I was thinking of the one about fighting on the beaches. Nope, I was not talking about that one. And Apu had a computer science degree that he doesn't use. I think that adds to the stereotype, though, the computer science thing. Look, Apu having many kids isn't much of a stereotype. Go to India, you'll be shocked what goes as a small family there. Go to parts of the U.S., there's a lot of people with 8 kids. Like, there was a time in history where most families had at least 5 kids. Shorts are algorithmically boosted. I thought so, which means I probably should make shorts. But yeah, hey, that grows your channel, man. So congrats. And yeah, the link is in the Discord for 24/7. So if you want to check out the Discord, it's up there in the chat. No, Harpo worked for a company. On the episode where Harpo gets sacked. And Homer goes to India with her. Oh, he does work for the company. I did not know that. I thought he owned it. In any event, he's back. That's the interesting thing. Maybe they'll use an Indian actor to get around the wokies. But Apu's back. He is back again. Speaking of being back, this is the final story and a main event story of this podcast before doing the positive news story. And then hopefully, if I am on yelling at parked cars, I'll get to yell at parked cars. Netflix gave the villainous, evil, round-head Rian Johnson himself. Well, they didn't give it all to him, but they have a $400 million deal for Knives Out 2 and 3, and Daniel Craig returning along with director Rian Johnson. Now, I'm not sure the specifics on the deal. And in fact, I don't even think they're in the article. I think, I don't think $400 million they just gave to Rian Johnson. I think $400 million includes the budget for the films. I really do. But these are small budget films. If you looked at what they cost to make, at least the first one only cost $40 million to make, and it made $300 million. So it was a very profitable first film. You understand why there may be a sequel, even though I didn't see Knives Out. I heard it was solid, I guess. But Netflix must have really liked it. They're closing it on a deal to make the 2 sequels for the 2019 hit Whodunit, Knives Out, in which Rian Johnson will direct Daniel Craig, reprising his role as super sleuth Benoit Blanc, I'm assuming, or Benoit Blanc, Benoit Blanc. Johnson, who wrote the original, has written the sequels, is producing with partner Ram Bergman. Sources say the deal will be north of $400 million. I think $450 million was the number, making it one of the biggest streamer movie deals in history. Sequel was expected, but the recent discrete auction went on between 3 streamers. Apple and Amazon were the others, and it was a surprise. So between Apple, Amazon, and Netflix, they pushed the price up. Original was acquired in a single picture deal by MRC, which distributed the film through Lionsgate. First film, again, cost $30 million, and it grossed $300 million. And owned and licensed by John and Bergman on a picture-by-picture basis. Johnson and Bergman, excuse me. So they had the right to make the richest deal for the sequel they could, and they did. And it gives Netflix a bona fide event film franchise for a slate. The first of the 2 will begin shooting in June 28th in Greece, and casting will begin immediately. The deal is remarkable considering Knives Out origins happened because Danny Boyle is exited the James Bond movie, leaving Craig with downtime. Johnson, who loved the Agatha Christie whodunits, had one of those in mind, and he and Bergman readied it before Kerry Joji Fukunaga came and as the director of the new 007 film No Time to Me Too, which will be Daniel Craig's much awaited, I'm adding that, swan song as the British secret agent knives out with a killer cast and meticulously crafted script. I don't know about all that. But I didn't see it. I can't knock it. I know it was beloved by a lot of people who did like it. Even people who do not like the Ash Jedi, which Ruin Johnson made. It was a crowd pleasing hit that sets up perfectly for more mysteries. The deal should land in a $450 million range. His rep CAA, which rep Johnson and Craig, they brokered the deal and no one's commenting. So yeah, 450 million dollars. A lot of money. A lot of money. And yeah, I should make some shorts. I already joined the Discord, so he's in the Discord. Like Knives Out is a parody of Mysteries, but it wasn't good enough for a sequel, let alone two. Hell, David Blair. Never saw the first one. That was just another red shirt with the last comment. He never saw the first one. Also, hail all. Liger fan says, at least this will keep Ruin Johnson too busy to work on the Star Wars trilogy. It's not dead yet. Netflix gave Ruin Johnson J.J. Abrams type of money for 2 movies. Yeah. I think that has to include budget, though. I don't think that's all him. Seriously? Phone didn't ring on that. My phone is just a shitty. Yeah. Can I see the name Benoit? I'm thinking balls. Hashtag phrasing. When I see Benoit, especially you Liger fan as a wrestler, there's a specific wrestler I think of that doesn't exist and never existed whenever I see that name. So I'm not sure if that was you were referencing. Hail David Blair again. And yep, he left a message apparently on Discord. So he's there. He's there. Let's check out the D Live, fam. No one in the D Live sucks. I love you guys, D Live. Guess you don't love me. Don't love me. It's cool. It is cool. Let me get back on track. So what do you guys think about Ruin Johnson getting $450 million? Again, I think it's got to include the budget. It just has to. Yeah, aka the Pegasus Kid and Wild Pegasus. Some of his best matches were in Japan as the Pegasus Kid. Yeah, his 24/7 Fusion Media because he's on my Discord. In fact, you could have just invited him from my Discord. You didn't have to do all that. But it's your Discord. Enjoy. But what do you guys think about Ruin Johnson? This isn't as bad as it sounds because if they're willing to give that much money to Ruin Johnson, that means there's that much money to be given. That a rising tide carries all ships. Even if it's a shitty Ruin Johnson, it's still a rising tide. So this is still kind of a good thing for the movie industry, despite the person who's getting the money. The fact that there's $450 million for Knives Out sequels, I mean, there's a lot of money still in movies. At least Netflix thinks so. At least Netflix, Amazon, and Apple thought so to bid a movie up that high. This isn't the only movie that's been bidded to a crazy rate. Crazy rate. Enjoy Knives Out. Probably get the sequels a shot. Okay. Godzillionaire says, to Liger fan, Archer won't be the same without Jessica Walter. Like the first season of Archer, but that's pretty much it for me. As far as Archer goes, so I'm not sure if maybe there's not enough hate for Ruin Johnson. Maybe people understand, hey, it's just him getting a bunch of money. That's Hollywood for you. I was a little shocked to hear the news, but then as I sat on it and I got shout out Mr. H because he's the story, I realized, you know what? It is what it is. That's the going rate. I think that might be the going rate for a big budget movie. While I love what Johnson did to Star Wars, Luke and the Star Wars fan base, I don't begrudge him for success outside Star Wars because at least it's keeping him away from the franchise. Yeah, very true. Very true. And yeah, it will not be the same without Jessica Walter. So we're nearing the end. And I always like ending with a positive news story. There's quite a few. There's one with John Cena. I don't like using the celebrities because sometimes, even though John Cena is known to be really cool to kids and really cool for charity, you just never know the motive. But this is a really amazing story, especially because it's supernatural, almost exo-zoning. But a man's dream reveals a missing child's location and leads rescue teams straight to her. Missy 4-year-old was sitting under the tree with a puppy after spending a night alone in the Australian desert. I'm not sure if you've ever been to Australia. It gets really hot and really cold there. On Friday, Molly, who has autism and is hearing impaired, disappeared from a remote Northern Territory outstation. Local police set out on foot and enlisted a helicopter, drones, and police dog. Search parties swelled between 50 to 70 people, and or between 50 and 70 people searching for Molly amidst desert heat. There was a small tracker from the community who was out on Friday. He came across a small bicycle that was on the side of sand dunes and tried to follow the tracks, but unfortunately, the 4-year-old girl walked on over rocks. Somewhere out there, he said, "Can't find her. The track is gone. I'll do it again tomorrow. It sucks." No luck finding Molly, and then the community member's mysterious dream provided the answer. Whoa. Young man had a dream which showed him where she was, and he led us straight to her. The young man had planned to go to Alice Springs, but stayed to help after his dream. He let the rescue team, that's pretty supernatural. I don't know if there's more to be investigated, but if everything's to be believed, he led the rescue team straight to Molly, who was found sitting on a small hill on the edge of the rugged Simpson Desert. Speaking of Simpsons, she walked about 5 miles from where she had been last seen by family on Friday. In a statement, Northern Territory Police said the young girl is currently undergoing health checks but appears well. A fantastic story. The idea that somebody saved this girl using their dream. Again, if this is to be believed, somebody had a dream about where she was, and that's where she was. That's pretty supernatural, pretty freaky, honestly. But at the end of the day, this young girl is safe, at least according to everything we have here. Nice and positive story to kind of wrap up the podcast. But I will talk to you guys for a little bit because I got a little bit of time before crashing the party at Comics Division. Speaking of which, let me make sure I'm even on. You send the link? Because then we can raid Comics Division channel. He has not sent the link yet, so but a lot of times I'll send the link. That's neither here nor there. Let's see what you guys have to say. See what you guys say about that. Check your PayPal. Uh-oh. Let me check. Let's check. A lot of shit going on in my Discord. Sheesh. I don't see anything. Oh, you said PayPal specifically. It's PayPal. Let me check. First, let's check. Oh, okay. I do have your super chat. Holy smokes, Gober Kyle. You guys are too kind with the super chats. $30. Keep it up. I got my PayPal figured out. Thanks, my friend. No, thank you for the incredible super chat. Like I you guys send some insane super chats. I don't take a $30 super chat for granted just because Ogre Squasher sends the most insane of super chats. He's literally funding my life. Thank you so much, man. I can't tell you how much you guys mean to me. Like just listening, just the fact that there was almost 20 of you, I think it was 1.20 of you watching. That's huge for me. The fact that you guys are already sending super chats, and you know what? I said that this channel won't be monetized. You guys prove me wrong. This channel already is monetized because of guys like you, Go Macau, and like Ogre Squasher, and Isn't the Girl send super chats. That 70s Rock fan sent super chats. Brightest Day sent super chats. Eric K, when he's here and not wrenching for the world, he has sent super chats. Everybody, and all you guys for watching, liking, sharing, caring about the shit I say. It means so much. It means the world. And thank you. Just thank you. Thank you. I feel like paying Rian Johnson is a tax write-off for Hollywood. There's something funky with some of these budgets, but you might be right. But again, I think that might be the going rate for a movie. Hell, Parrothead. You joined a little late, so I'll go a little bit. Whose ass is that round head fitting up in? Probably the same comedy. Yeah, there's always that. This is Hollywood. Eyes wide shut parties do happen. Maybe Big Round Head can make an appointment to get the fluid drain out of his head. The fluid is semen. He has to swallow. I do have a subscribe star. I actually am trying to get it set up so there's content on there. Just got it going. I just got official. because I tried to subscribe star when I had like no subs. They said no, you had no subs. But then when they saw that you guys are the following that keep me going, they said yeah. Well, so I do have a subscribe star. I have to just get everything set up. Pearhead saying hi to 24. Jen's medium-sized story. Yeah. To be fair, Rian Johnson was an up-and-coming comer until killing Star Wars and outing himself as a ginormous jerk. Derailed his career somewhat. Not really. The Last Jedi was 5 years ago. He's already getting $400 million deals. I would love a career derailment like that, man. Oh, thought the price of a movie in Hollywood was your soul. That's a given. If you get $450 million, you got to bend over, bro. I'm sorry. Hell Gomer? Yeah. You got to bend over. There's no way around that. Like, I mean, I'm not just, maybe I'm wrong. I will hope I'm wrong. I don't want that to be true. I don't want that to be Hollywood. You know what I mean? But the casting couch thing is real. Weinstein didn't happen in a vacuum. Falling upwards parabolically. You know what? For the first, I will say about that first movie, it only cost him 40 and it made 300 million. That's the type of movie that is going to get greenlit. Now I don't know why they greenlit it for so much. You'd think that give $100 million deal for 2 movies, or $200 million at the most. But that's not what they did. They wanted, a part of that's bidding. When you have a bidding war, the price of things goes up. So that's how it goes. Your claps for the super chatters. Applause for you guys. Applaud yourselves. You guys are amazing. Your knee pad is an option. Knee pad is an option. Hail Fimmer. Guys are hailing Fimmer. Of course you should. So that's pretty much the show. Still gonna hang out with you guys for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tip. It has been a real fun show. I appreciate you guys showing up, and I again appreciate the super chats. But this is just like I can't fathom like the amount of money you guys have given me. Gomer Kyle too. He's another one. If Ogre Squasher is the major benefactor of this channel, then Gomer Kyle's a junior partner because he sent quite a bit of money. Between this super chat he sent, and he sent a lot on the Cash App. So Gomer Kyle's a junior partner. I have to come up. I do also, I'll do some plugs. I do have a subscribe star. It's okay, New Bomb Turk. Hell, New Bomb Turk. Well, I'm still going a little bit. I am gonna be on, hopefully, Yelling at Parked Cars. Has it, Robert Outriders? I want to get that, but I gotta get something. I need a new video card. So good luck getting that, or a PlayStation 5. Good luck trying to play games on a new system. Someone has a plug on a video card and a PlayStation 5. Let me know. I really rather a video card because I need to rebuild my PC, and I really rather a video card. But yeah, thank you guys for the support. Netflix wanted to give him under contract before KK could salt the earth and greenlight his trilogy. Maybe. He got a lot of money, man. A lot of money. Let's see what's going on the Fimmer server, because I'm hearing all these pops. So Fimmer server is jumping. It is jumping. So let me mute the notification so I don't keep hearing that damn beep. Because just making sure not all of them. I just want it to be on me. I'll do that after the damn channel. Just to close out the tab. I did. You know what? I haven't talked about the DMX thing. At all. If you don't know, DMX is in the hospital. I hope he hadn't passed, but I know they thought he might be brain damaged. Let's check it. Let's pull it up real quick. If you hadn't heard DMX, and if you don't know who DMX is, don't make us all feel old. He's a rapper from the late 90s, early 2000s. One of the last great eras of hip hop as far as the mainstream goes. Yeah, he's in a vegetative state, according to a manager the New York Times said. So yeah, geez. Let's see. This is a 4 hours ago TMZ story talking about the Families, friends, fiance, kids, and fans have turned out big time to send prayers and positive vibes at a hospital where he's fighting for his life. DMX. The rapper's family announced there would be a prayer vigil outside of White Plains Hospital in New York. Hundreds showed up for X. White Plains, I know it's where Mick Foley was from. One of the crowd is his fiance, Desiree, his ex-wife, Tashir Simmons, who he has 4 kids with, Yadira Borrego, who he also has children with, as well as some of his kids, including Xavier and Exodus, along with support outside hospital workers. When inside joined in on the spirit, standing at the windows and holding an X sign. And then, of course, holding their phone while looking at people. Monday's night's prayer vigil was just the latest showing of love for the rapper. Members of the Rough Riders motorcycle crew rode to the hospital. Shout out to those brothers for still existing. Told you X's kids began arriving Monday to visit their father one at a time on the ICU, where he's been on life support and his outlook remains grim. Desiree and X's mother has been with him since the weekend. And it goes more into the story. I didn't really talk about it. The DMX situation is crazy. I'm not going to go Exozone because that's where I think when anything happens to any celebrity is Exozone. I'm just going to be honest. Basically, he overdosed. He had an overdose. Supposedly, this is what the story is. Had an overdose, and he is now in a vegetative state. I heard about DMX, one of the last real ones. Blessed him. Yeah, love DMX, man. He was an easy top 3 for me through the 90s to late 98 to mid 2000s. Yeah, he was. From 98 to 2004, didn't every album he do go number 1? He had a crazy. I think it's like a trivia. Like there's not that many people who've done this. Like it's a Michael Jackson that he did with his number 1 albums. And actually, I think he's the only one because his album debuted. So it was his first 4 or 5 debut. His first 4 albums debuted at number 1, or first 5 albums debuted at number 1. It was something stupid, like numbers that no other artist, including like Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson's first solo album is not Off the Wall. It came out a few years before Off the Wall, so it took him out of it. So very few people debut their very first album at number 1 and debut their next 3 or 4. Usually, you take a few albums and then you go have a number 1 album and then run off a hit run. From jump, he had number 1 album after number 1 album. He was a very popular rapper for anyone who's too old to remember him. He's a very talented rapper, very much a street guy, rap from the heart, but really brought you. Every rapper street, not every rapper brings you into it in a realistic way, and DMX did, showing you the good and bad of it. Yeah, he was in a lot of classic of the era movies. Exit Wound, Cradle to the Grave, and the much beloved Romeo Must Die, which also featured the late and great Aaliyah. She's from New York, but also lived a lot in Detroit. I grew up not too far from the high school that she went to. It's actually the Performing Arts High School. I grew up 20 minutes away, maybe 15 minutes away. That's neither here nor there. It's a good movie. And even the Steven Seagal movie, which wasn't Exit Wounds or was there another one? He did a kind of movie. Yeah, I do like his Ain't No Sunshine remake. Pretty good. Spooky thing was Crowder's actually mentioned him last week before this happened in regards to how much he'd hate the Lil Nas X Devil stuff. Well, if you look at the cover for Blood, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, he's covered in actual goat blood. He's covered in actual goat blood, supposedly. And I can't believe I'm going to say that and then not say this, but yeah. I can't really, yeah. Exit Wounds was good despite Steven Seagal. Shout out to Fat Steven if you're listening. We're not talking about you. Talking about the actual Steven Seagal. He tried to revert to being a preacher. His music is played. Yeah, X gonna give it to you. He's playing a lot of trailers. It was famously played in the Deadpool trailer, and even referenced in the second movie, I believe, or maybe in both movies it was referenced. I can't remember. Cannot remember. Let's see. Okay, it looks like I do have a link to hop on Comics Division. I want to go a little bit longer, and then we're going to hop on Comics Division. Like that sounded terrible. We're going to do comics. We're going to go on his channel. I'll be talking, and hopefully you guys will listen. Yeah, Anthony Anderson and Tom Arnold made X and Wounds pretty great. Yeah, X and Wounds is fun. Yeah, we need a reboot on the whole planet. Jizz, I would love to read that. Unfortunately, we're in the CCP, and who knows? Who knows? You may not be wrong. You may not be wrong. Like a fans, he liked every Seagal movie up until 2010. I'm an 80s or 90s fan. So wrong. Yeah. We're going to join comics on the stream was the phrase we're looking for. No, I was looking. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Maybe that was, or maybe it wasn't. Let's get the link for Comics Division so I can promote myself. Let's get his. Hopefully, if he has the link to send to me, he should have the video link. I'm looking for that. I'm going to toss that in the chat, hit the music, and then go home. And that's a wrestling reference. It's 420 away, ironically. So here's Comics Divisions. This is where I'm going to be in a minute. So please join us over there. Join us at Comics Division's channel. All of us raid, so that way he has more viewers, and then more you can watch me talk more shit. And I know you want to hear me talk shit because you're here in the first place. So time for the music. Hopefully you can hear the indie music. I always, it's the whole show. The whole show. So I want to thank everybody for joining me. Make sure there's no last minute super chats because Jess did that to me the other day. But there's still the two incredible super chats, $232.22 off of two super chats, $30 from Gomer Kyle telling me to keep it up, and hey guys, PayPal figured out, and a $202.22 donation from Ogre Squash. He's giving me close to $1,000 in a week. This is insane. I love Ogre Squash to pieces, just like I love each and every one of you. Shout out to Finite San Antonio, Gomer Kyle, Liger Fan, G-Shot, I don't know about that. Brightest Day, Finrid Icewiff, 24/7 Fusion Media, Jens Peter, Islington Girl was here. Who else was here that I can't think of? Godzillionaire, Robert, of course. It was a Robert Classic, no nicknames. New Bomb Turk, who came late, that's what she said. Parrot Head, a lot of other people were here. If I didn't say you, blame my head, blame not my heart. Cincha Dildo, Gritta Kuba, and Fireball also showed up. While we get your apology. Everyone else who in the chat, I forgot again, blame my head, not my heart. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you do none of these things, I said that, I bet you Fireball. Even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Please join me on Comics Division stream right now. See you on the stream. I hope everyone shows up. Better late than early, I guess, but you still get to see me on Comics Division, so show up on Comics Division in my turn. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. God bless. I appreciate you. Bye.